Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am the Gaming Mama and this is episode 2 of my Pink Paradise world. In the last episode, we built the basic structure for my first pink house on this world. This house is just a basic starter house kind of thing. But yes, we got the outside done mostly to the way that I'm happy with it in the last episode. We did absolutely nothing in the inside. So we're going to go through the back and we are going to get started in there, and we're going to start off by clearing away all of the snow. Now that all of the snow is gone, it is time to start getting rid of all of these grass blocks. We're going to strip all of the glass blocks. Blah, 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 blah. Let's try that again. We are going to strip all of the grass blocks from inside this house and get it ready to put down our new floor. As you will see, I'm not particularly good at doing things fast on Minecraft. When it comes to trying to clear blocks away really, really quickly, I end up taking out extra blocks that I don't mean to do. And I generally make a bit of a mess. So it's a work in progress. I'm practicing and I am getting better at it. But yeah, I'm a bit of a messy stripper, for lack of a better term. But let's get all these blocks cleared out of the way, and then we can start work on getting our new flooring down. For some reason, when I was building the structure of this house, I left like 3 or 4 dirt blocks, which I'm not sure how they ended up being left. But despite the fact that when the floor goes down, you're not going to be able to see them, they were driving me crazy. So I had to get rid of those and replace them with the pink planks, just to satisfy my own insanity more than anything else. But they are now gone and I'm very, very happy to see the back of them. I did learn a very important lesson while doing this, and that is to always set torches down first. So for future reference, moving on, I will place torches down before doing any kind of inside work, because it just makes it really difficult to see and it makes the video a bit dark. And you know, when you're playing Minecraft by yourself, it's okay, you don't mind if it's a bit dark and if you can't really see it well, because it's only you that has to see it. But moving forward, I will be placing torches before I do anything else on the inside. I opted for pale oak planks for the main floor in this house, just because, I have got some pale oak accessories on the outside, and because I think it goes quite nicely with the cherry planks. So we have pink planks for the bulk of the floor. However, for other areas of the floor, I will be doing something a little bit different. When it comes to doing carpeted areas or rugged areas, I really prefer to use glazed terracotta rather than using your regular boring carpet tiles, just because glazed terracotta, it looks so much prettier. You've got so many more options for different sort of like decorative patterns on them. And not only that, but you can put things straight on top of them, which you can't do with the carpet tiles. So, being a pink house, of course, we have gone with some nice pink glazed terracotta. But that is kind of my tip, is if you want to have like a carpeted area, rather than using carpet tiles, go for glazed terracotta. It's much more fun and much more practical. I'm afraid we're going to head back into a slightly dark area of the house again now, just because right up in this the ceiling, there, like in the roof of the house, there is no lighting, and I wanted to work on building like some kind of chandelier style hanging lights, and I probably should have put down some temporary lights beforehand, but I didn't think about it. So unfortunately, while I'm just working on these little chandelier pieces, we do have some darkness, but actually as soon as we put the lights into there, it brightens up really beautifully up there. Do you ever record a whole voiceover and realise that you haven't actually pressed record? And so I just basically did this whole voiceover and said nothing because it wasn't recording. Anyway, let's get on with adding the rest of the lights. I've gone with the same sort of fence and lantern thing throughout, just so it matches the chandeliers a bit and just brings some cohesion throughout the whole of the house. And I did fiddle around with a couple of bits and just adjust two of the corner lights. But apart from that, I'm really happy with these lights. They were really easy, and it just kind of looks a little bit more interesting than lanterns just hanging from the ceiling. In this bay window area, I decided to add just a basic, simple reading nook. I don't have a reading nook in my actual house, and I've always wanted a bay window that I could turn into a reading nook. So I decided that I would do that here and just have, a nice little cozy reading area. Not that I'm actually going to be doing any actual reading on my Minecraft world, but I liked the idea of having a reading area. Then I basically just threw in a really quick, basic, easy bedroom, because again, this is just a basic starter house build. So I just quickly threw in a quick, easy bedroom before moving on to start work on the kitchen. Does anyone else actually do this, or is this just a me thing? Because in my house, I'm really the only person that does it, like sets up a designated kitchen space and a designated dining space and a designated living space. I don't know anyone else who does this apart from me. So is this a thing that people do, or am I just completely crazy? I'm not really sure. So if this is something that you do and you actually put designated areas like in a real life house, let me know so that I know that I'm just not completely insane. I really like to have fireplaces and chimneys in my house. As a general rule, I will build my house, and then as I'm working on the interior, that's when I will decide where it is that I want to put my chimneys. So I then go back and do that in the process of doing the interior of the house rather than when I'm doing the exterior of the house. So obviously it ends up that I have to change a few little things on the exterior. But I much prefer to do it this way because then I can see exactly where I want them in relation to what I have already started to build and lay out inside of my house. You probably noticed that I put down some hay bales underneath my campfires in my fireplaces. And shout out to my friend Jeremy, because he taught me this, that actually if you put a campfire if you put a hay bale underneath your campfire, the smoke travels up higher. In this bit here, I was toying with the idea of adding another hay bale and then another campfire on top, further up the chimney, just so that way the smoke would go even higher. But despite the fact that I've done it like 1,000 times, I couldn't quite get my brain around it today. So it's something that I'm going to go back and do later on. But I don't know. My brain wasn't engaging with the process. So I just decided to abandon that plan for the time being. I'm not a huge fan of having big empty spaces in my Minecraft houses. I like to have some empty space and I like to not be too cluttered, but like big empty corners, they're just not it for me. So I just thought I would just throw in a little random bookcase corner and decorate it a little bit in this area, just to add something so it wasn't an empty space. And then, despite really wanting to have my little reading nook in the bay window, I realised that this was actually the only space where I could practically put a bathroom without needing to alter the internal structure of the house. So alas, my reading nook got demolished and I popped a little bathroom in here. Didn't bother with a shower, didn't bother with a bath. It was basically just a sink and a loo. And then really quickly, just to kind of finish it off and separate the bathroom area and the bedroom area from the rest of the house, I just really quickly threw in a dividing wall and a door on each of those two sections. So basically, my two bay areas became completely enclosed rooms. And of course, what is a house without a TV area? Where else are you going to watch your Minecraft YouTube videos? So I threw in just a little seating area and a nice big TV, just because in real life, you know, TV in the living room, that's where you watch your Minecraft videos. So I got some feedback on my episode 1 video, and the two pieces of feedback that I got were one, that things could have been a bit more upbeat. I didn't sound particularly upbeat. The music wasn't quite upbeat enough. So that's some feedback that I got there. And there was another piece, and I've completely forgotten what it was. But I think in my first video, I was feeling quite anxious about doing the voiceover, and I was getting frustrated, not really coming to grips with the editing software, which I am much better at now. And so, yeah, hopefully I'm a bit more upbeat in this video and sounds a bit less like Eeyore. And that this one is a bit more lively than the last one. And the other thing that I got was for my sections that I sped up. I sped them up to 10 times speed, and that was really way too fast. So these ones I have just sped up to 4 times speed. But the thing is, the last video was longer and I was trying to keep it short, so I sped the videos up way too much on that one. So hopefully this time there are some improvements in this video compared to the last one. And of course, after taking out my reading nook, I knew I wanted to put in a new little reading area in my house. So I set this corner up as a reading area. I'm not sure why I needed quite such a big space with quite so much seating space. I guess if it was something that was actually possible, my Minecraft self could lay down on the sofa and read a book, or curl up on the sofa and read a book. But either way, I really wanted to get my reading space in somewhere. And so I stuck it in this corner. I'm just really gutted for on vanilla Minecraft, you can't actually get pink bookshelves. I would really love to see cherry wood bookshelves on regular Minecraft without needing to be an add-on in the future. And then I just threw in a very basic, nice and big dining table area. The reason it's so big really is because my house is so big. You know, it's not a huge house, but blah 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 blah. Nope, not doing that. Okay, I'm gonna try again. The reason my dining table is so big is, even though it's only a little starter house, it's quite a big floor space for a little starter house. So therefore I wanted a slightly bigger dining table. And I love the fact that you can just use scaffolding and throw some carpet on, and boom, you have got a nice, easy dining space. And that brings us to the end of episode 2, and the interior of this house is done for now. You never know, I may go back and change it later on, but for now it is done. I am happy with it. It's a basic, simple starter home, and I am ready to move on to my next project on this world. So if you have watched this video all the way through to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And if you enjoyed it, or even if you didn't enjoy it, leave a comment, tell me what you didn't like. But if you enjoyed it, please do like, comment, subscribe, all the things, just because, you know, they help me out, and it's something that you can do, and it takes you sort of less than 30 seconds, and it's a really good way to help me, and I would really appreciate it. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next episode of Pink Paradise, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.